Hello everyone, welcome once again. So today we are going to talk about how to run Playwright test cases. So using Playwright, we can run a single test case, set of test cases, or all the test cases depending on the need. There are mainly two ways to run Playwright test cases. One is using a CMD that we are going to discuss as part of the current discussion. And then there is another option that is using VS Code extension, which is offered by Microsoft. And we are going to talk about the same in the next video. So now let us understand different ways of running Playwright test cases. So in order to run Playwright test cases, the main command is npx playwright test. So if we simply write npx playwright test, it will run test cases against all the browsers that we have configured in the project section of the framework. So let me show you the same. So in the playwright.config.ts, we have a project section where we can configure different browsers. In case you are not aware on what is playwright.config.ts, you can check out my video in the I icon and the description section, right? Now talking about by default, Playwright test cases runs in headless mode. In case we want to run them in the headed mode, or we can say interactive mode, so we need to simply provide ---- headed. So it will run all the test cases against all the browsers configured in the non-headless mode or in the interactive mode. Similarly, if we want to execute our test cases against a specific browser or a project, so we can simply provide the project name by using --project and the project name. And suppose we want to run test cases of a specific file, so we can use npx playwright test and file name .spec.ts. Then suppose we have segregated the test cases in different directory and we want to run all test cases under a directory, so we can simply provide the directory name here. Next, let us discuss about this particular option, npx playwright test and file text. This is useful when we want to run a set of test files which is having some common text. Suppose we are having some test files which is having text UI and we want to run all those test files. So what we can do is we can provide npx playwright test and UI here, and it will run all the test cases of all those files which contains UI. Talking about this particular option, npx playwright test -g and tag or title. We have already covered that test cases in Playwright can be given a title and they can be grouped using test.describe and they can be tagged at the test case level or group level. So using this tag or title, we can execute those set of test cases as well as groups. Let me quickly show you from this particular framework. So this is the file that we have. So using test.describe, we can group the test cases, right? And then we can provide the title. Talking about the test case, so at test case level also, we can provide the title, right? Similarly, we can tag a particular test case as well as we can tag a particular group as well. So using these particular title or tag, we can run these set of test cases, right? So this option is for that purpose only. Talking about this particular option, npx playwright test -- last failed. So this is useful when we want to rerun the failed test cases. So in case of test.ng, we have failed test.ng XML. In case of Cucumber, we have rerun plugin which generate the stock of failed test cases, right? So this is useful for this particular test case where we want to rerun the failed test cases after execution, right? So let us understand all of these execution mode one by one by practical demonstration, right? So what I've done is I have created two sections or two directories under tests, right? And under checkboxes, there is a file checkboxes.spec.ts and we have two test cases. Under main, there is another file and it has one test case. Let me quickly explain you these test cases. So first of all, let us talk about this particular test case, right? Which is related to this particular website and is on the main page. That's why I have given it name main, right? So what we are doing is we are launching the application, then we are locating this particular checkboxes and we are verifying whether this is visible or not, right? So we are launching the application, then we are locating this particular checkboxes element and we are verifying its visibility. Talking about other two test cases, these two test cases belong to this particular checkboxes page. So we are launching the application, then we are navigating to this particular checkboxes page, and here we are locating both the checkboxes and we are performing operations, right? So first test case is about first checkbox, where we are launching the application, locating checkboxes link, performing a click operation to navigate to checkboxes page. Then using 0th index, first of all, we are locating both the checkboxes using the XPath. Then using 0th index, we are pointing to first checkbox and we are performing check operation. And at last, we are verifying whether this is checked or not. So using expect, we are asserting it. So expect is assertion in Playwright. Talking about second test case, this is about second checkbox, where we are again launching the application, locating checkboxes link, navigating to checkboxes page using the click operation, then locating both the checkboxes using this particular XPath, locating the second checkbox using the first index, and then performing uncheck operation and verifying whether this is unchecked or not, right? So now what we are going to do, we are going to execute all these test cases, right, using different way of execution, right? So let us talk about npx playwright test. So this will run all the test cases across all the browsers. So let me show you under playwright.config.ts. We have three projects, one for Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit, right? So let us run these test cases. So what will happen is three test cases will run against Chrome, Firefox, and Safari, meaning in total these three test cases will be repeated 3 times, right? So let us understand. So I have right click on this particular project, and now I'm going to provide npx playwright test. So you see running 9 test cases. We have 3 test cases, but it is running 9 test cases. So 3 times it will 3 test cases will run in Chrome, then in Firefox, then in Safari, right? And by default, Playwright test cases runs in headless mode. That's why we are not seeing the browser, right? Let it complete. So you are noticing this is WebKit, right? Okay. So all 9 test cases are executed. Let us quickly take a look at the report. So if you would notice, we can see Chromium 3 times, right? Chromium for checkboxes and then for main, right? Then we would notice Firefox, right? And Firefox for main as well. Similarly, WebKit, which is Safari, and we can see WebKit in this particular main section as well, right? So this is how 3 test cases are executed 3 times against 3 different browsers, right? Now talking about the next option, right? So as we discussed that Playwright test cases by default run in headless mode. In case we want to run them in headed mode, so we can provide simply -- headed, right? So let me quickly provide it here. npx playwright test and -- headed. So it will run all the test cases, right, against all 3 browsers that we have configured, and this time we will be able to see the browser, right? So we are seeing Chrome for testing, right? By default, Playwright test cases are executed against the rendering engines, not the actual browsers. Right? So test cases are executed, right? So one of the test case got failed as well. Why it got failed? Let us take a look. So the timeout got exceeded for the Firefox test case, right? And that's why we are getting this particular issue, right? This could be website related issue, right? But we are able to see that 9 test cases are executed against 3 different browsers, meaning these 3 test cases are executed against 3 different browsers. That's why we have in total 9 test cases. Talking about running the test cases against a specific browser. So for that purpose, we need to provide -- project and the project name, right? So for that purpose, I'm going to playwright.config.ts and we have 3 projects. So suppose I want to run against Chromium, right? So what we can do is we can use npx playwright test hyphen project and the project name, right? And if we want to combine headed as well, so we can combine like this as well, right? So this time you would notice 3 test cases would be executed against Chromium browser, right? Okay, so we noticed that we can combine multiple options as well. Also, we noticed that we can execute test cases against a specific browser. Talking about running test cases of a specific file, we can provide npx playwright test and the file name, right? So what I'm going to do is, suppose I want to execute test cases of this particular file. So what I'm going to do is, I'm simply going to copy this particular file name and then going to provide npx playwright test and the file name. Okay, so you would notice 3 test cases using 3 workers. So what is happening is, this is one test case, but it is executing against 3 different browsers. To confirm, let me show you the same. So you would notice one test case of main module are executed against Chrome, Firefox and WebKit, right? So this is how we can execute the test cases using this particular option, meaning we can execute test cases of a particular file. Now talking about the test directory, right? So we have created 2 directories. Suppose I want to execute test cases of this particular checkboxes directory. So what we can do is npx playwright test and checkboxes, right? So you would notice that all the test cases of this particular module will be executed, meaning whatever the files would be available, all test cases of this particular directory would be available, would be executed on. So we have in total 2 test cases, right? And they are executed against 3 different browsers. That's why we are saying 6, right? So to confirm, let us see the report once again. So we can notice first, second, and first, second, right? Once it is executed against Chromium, then Firefox, and then the WebKit, which is Safari. Now coming back to another option, suppose we want to run test case of files containing some text, right? So suppose I want to execute test case of this particular file, right? So instead of providing the entire name, what I can do is I can provide the partial text, right? npx playwright test, and let us say I provide main, right? So this is useful when we have certain files which is having some common text, right? So at that point of time we can use it. So you see, running 3 test cases using 3 workers, right? Why it is 3? Because it is having only one test case and that is executed 3 times, right, against 3 different browsers, right? To see, let us see the report. So you see, main module test cases are executed, right, against Chromium, Firefox and WebKit. Now coming to this particular option, right, using -g, we can execute a specific test case or we can execute a group of test cases, right, or we can execute test cases using a tag, right? So if I go here in main spec.ts and suppose I want to execute this particular test case, so what I can do is npx playwright test -g and this particular title, right? So this time only this particular test case will be executed, right? So same test case is getting executed against 3 different browsers. Okay. Next thing is this particular option, right? So these are 2 test cases, right, which are grouped using test.describe. Suppose I want to run all test cases of this particular group. So what I can do is npx playwright test and after -g, I can provide this particular group title. And we would notice that these two test cases will be executed, right? So these are two test cases and executing against 3 different browsers. That's why running 6 test cases using 4 workers. So you see 6 test cases got passed, right? Meaning these 2 test cases are executed against 3 different browsers. So we can execute test cases of a particular group, right? All the test cases of a group. Now coming to this particular option, which is used for grouping of test cases by providing some tag. And now suppose I want to run this particular test case using this particular tag, right? So generally we mark a particular test case as smoke or regression test case, right? So this particular useful option can be useful to execute test cases using a particular tag, right? So you see this particular first checkbox is getting executed, right? To verify, let us see the report. Right? So same test case executed 3 times against Chrome, Firefox and WebKit, and we can notice this particular tag as well, right? So this is how we can execute Playwright test cases using this particular option. Talking about this particular option, where if the last execution has some failure, so we would be able to run these test cases, right? So for that purpose, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'll make modification in playwright.config.ts so that we will have only one project, that is Chromium, right? Now let us say in this particular section, we make some changes, right? I'm commenting this particular line and await, expect, and I'm making it true dot to equal, and let us say we make it false, right? So this is not going to be true, right? It will fail, right? Because true cannot be equal to false, right? So it will fail, right? So to execute, first of all, I'll execute this particular test case, npx playwright test using this particular text that we just discussed, right? -g and this particular thing, right? So you see one test case using one worker because we have configured now only one project, right? So this test case got failed, right? So false cannot be equivalent to true, right? So now let us try to execute using this particular option, that is npx playwright test --- last failed, right? So this time it will rerun the failed test case, npx playwright test --- last failed, right? --- last failed, right? So it will run only the last failed test case. So you see the same test case is getting executed which got failed. So this is how we can run the failed test case as well, right? So we have discussed all these options, right? There is another way as well. So what we can do is, suppose we have this particular option, right? And we want to, instead of mentioning it here, what I can do is I can copy this particular text case, particular text I mean, and go to package.json, and under script section, I can make it fail test case, rerun, and here I can provide this particular configuration, right? So now to run this, I can simply hover my mouse and click on run script, right? So this will use npm run and this particular failed test run. So it will automatically trigger this particular command. So this is how we can configure any npx command into this particular section. So this is node behavior, right? So we can utilize this particular option as well in case we want to run our test case, right? So this is what I wanted to cover, guys, as part of the current discussion. In the next lecture, we are going to talk about VS Code extension, and we are going to execute our test cases using the VS Code extension. So thank you for watching. I would request you to please like, share, subscribe. Thank you once again.